Hi guys, today I'm very excited to talk to you about something that is very, very important. Today we're speaking about goal setting and planning. Now I repeat, it's both goal setting and planning. Now this is perhaps one of the most powerful skills you will learn, not just in this business, but in your life. So why do you want to become a master at goal setting and planning? Well, like the first line in page 5 of the trainer's manual says, setting goals and then doing everything in your power to achieve them is exactly how you unlock your dreams. So guys, what does a goal actually do for you? A goal gives you a sense of focus and direction. Think about it this way. You would never just get into your car and start driving with no destination in mind. Or even worse, would you ever get onto a random taxi that you have no idea where it's going? No. So why would you have a life that does not have a goal or a direction? Now, guys, first you have a goal, and then the second part is to come up with a plan. So why is it important to also have a plan? Now, guys, I'm sure you've all heard the saying. If you fail to plan, then clearly your plan is to fail. Just like your goal is a destination, what the plan is the directions on how to exactly get to this destination. So guys, both parts are equally important. Now that we're clear on why you actually need to master goal setting and planning, let's take a look at how exactly you set goals and come up with a plan. Now in our system, we have a very powerful but simple process in goal setting and planning. As you know, your dream is everything. It is the reason why you are here. So the first thing you need to do is have a crystal clear dream. This dream must be clear and personal to you. You need to be able to smell it, taste it, and be able to see it. The reason for this is this dream has to have meaning to you. If it doesn't mean anything to you, it's not going to drive you. It's not going to motivate you. It's not going to get you through all the tough times and the struggles. Guys, once this dream is clear to you, another important thing is it needs to have a date to it, a timeline and a deadline. I need to build my mother a house by the end of this year, or I need to buy myself a car in the next 6 months. This is very, very critical. Now, once you're clear on what your dream is and by when you need to have this dream, the next step is knowing exactly how much this dream is going to cost you. Now, whether the dream is buying a car, extending your mother's house, or going on an overseas holiday, you need to know the exact amount it'll cost you, right? So this is either the amount it'll cost you every single month, like a car installment, or how much you'll have to save every month until the date that you've set for yourself to pay for that dream. So you have to be clear on how much it's going to cost you down to the last cent. Once you know how much the dream is going to cost you, now the final step is actually coming up with a plan on how to get there. So in our system, the next step is knowing what you need to do within the system in order to make this money that you need. So in another way, you ask yourself, well, what level of the business do I need to be at? And what exactly do I need to do to get to that level of the business in order to afford this dream? Now, there's a very beautiful example in the manual around a person who wants to buy a car in 6 months. Now, if you know how much the car installment is for every month, let's give an example. It could be 3,000-4,000 Rand a month. So obviously you need more than 4,000 Rand a month from the business. And let's say the example is you need 15,000 a month in order to be able to live and pay for this car. Now, what level of the business do you need to be at to afford 15,000? Well, easily as a trainee owner, both with your personal sales and the overrides, you can afford 15,000 Rand a month. Now, how do you get to become a trainee owner? Well, you need a certain structure. You need to be able to do a certain production. But all of that starts with promoting yourself to trainer. And you have to decide what you will be by the next function. Now, the bigger your dream, the higher the level in the business you'll need to become. So if your dream is to build a block of flats, buy a farm, own a soccer club, you may very well need to become a divisional owner or a vice president first. But it all starts with promoting yourself to trainer. And thereafter, the possibilities are endless. Now, it's also important to work with your upline or your owner in coming up with a game plan, so you know exactly what you need to do on a weekly basis and on a daily basis to stay on track with your goals. It's also important, guys, that you review your goals daily and weekly with your upline, as that's what they're there for. They're there to support you and hold you accountable to those daily and weekly goals. Now, one of the things that makes the system so powerful is that the system has tools that help you keep track of your goals. Now, you would have heard we use the functions to keep track of our goals every few months, right? But it's not the only thing, guys. You have a drop sheet that helps you keep track of your pitch goals and your sales goals every single day. You also have a weekly goal sheet that holds you accountable every single week. This also comes with a 100 dreams list, which actually keeps you accountable to ticking off all those goals and your dreams. But guys, these tools will not work if you do not use them and you're not disciplined on looking at them every single day and holding yourself accountable every single day to those goals. So guys, if you're seeing weekly sheets saying, I want to do 3 pieces every single day, and there's a 0 today, 0 tomorrow, but you don't make adjustments and keep yourself on track, you're not going to achieve your goals. So use the tools the system gives you to keep track of your daily goals, your weekly goals, and the goals you set for yourself with the functions. Now, some very, very critical actions for achieving your goals. Guys, these are some of the things that are important to note all around when you are doing your goal setting and your planning. The first one is, guys, clarity is key. You must be clear about your dreams, be clear about the goals you need to hit, and be clear about the plan on how to get there. You will have heard something called SMART goals. When you set your goals, this means your goals must be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant to you, and time-bound. Another critical element, guys, is you have to write everything down. Your dream must be written down. Your goals, both daily and weekly, must be written down. And the plan must be written down. There's a saying that says, out of sight, out of mind. Guys, if you can't see it every single day, you're not going to be able to achieve it. You can't afford for your dreams and your goals to be out of your sight. You have to look at your goals daily in order for you to be able to achieve them. Now, the next thing, guys, is something called committed. We always ask the question, are you just interested in your dreams or are you committed to your dreams? 100%. Commitment means no excuse is acceptable. Whether it's raining, whether it's sunshine, no matter what happens, you are committed 100% to executing your plan, hitting your goals, and achieving your dreams. Now, this commitment, guys, comes with discipline and accountability to those goals daily. You have to be faithful to your goals every single day. And if you do fall behind on a particular day, make sure you catch up the next day. And lastly, one of the most powerful things about this system is nobody can fail at it. You can only quit. So if you don't quit on pursuing your goals and your dreams, you are guaranteed to achieve them. Now, guys, lastly, before we go, 2 people can have the exact same dream, but one person will do everything we just spoke about and eventually unlock their dreams, and another person will only do some of it, 50%, maybe 60%, and not unlock their dreams. The only question is, which one will you be? Will you be the one who does every single thing with discipline, or the person who chooses to only do some of it some of the time and not unlock your dreams? Let's go out there, set some SMART goals, come up with a plan, and be committed 100% to doing everything we need to do.